Hi everyone, welcome back to English 101. Today, we're going on a little adventure together. Can you guess where?
Yes, to the airport. It's one of those places where so many stories begin.
That's right. Some people are starting a dream trip, some are going home, and others are meeting loved ones after a long time.
Airports are full of energy, people moving fast, voices over the speakers, and that mix of excitement and nervousness in the air.
So today, we'll talk about what really happens at the airport, step by step, and in simple English you can use in real life.
Perfect. Let's begin our journey.
When you arrive at the airport, the first thing you usually do is check in. You walk inside with your luggage, and the sound of rolling suitcases fills the air.
You look for the check-in counter of your airline. Sometimes, there's a big screen showing all the flights and their numbers.
When it's your turn, you go to the counter, smile, and say something like, "Good morning. I'd like to check in for my flight to London."
The agent usually asks for your passport and your ticket or booking number. Then they weigh your bag.
If your luggage is too heavy, you might need to take something out or pay an extra fee. It's always good to check the weight limit before you come.
After that, they give you your boarding pass, a small paper that tells you your seat number, gate, and boarding time.
Then comes the goodbye part. Sometimes, family or friends come with you to the airport. Saying goodbye can be emotional.
Yes, it's a mix of happiness and sadness. You're excited to travel, but you'll miss home too.
You hug, wave, and walk toward the security area with your bag. You take a deep breath and think, here begins my journey.
That moment always feels special, a mix of courage, hope, and curiosity. In the last episode, we talked about arriving at the airport and getting ready for your flight. Now, it's time to check in and go through security, the part that makes many travelers a bit nervous.
Oh yes, I totally understand that. Even if you've traveled many times, the airport can still feel stressful. So today, we'll walk you through this part step by step, calmly and clearly.
Okay, let's start with checking in. When you arrive at the airport, the first thing you usually do is find your airline's counter. You'll see signs with different airline names. For example, Qatar Airways, Turkish Airlines, or Emirates.
Exactly. Once you find your counter, you join the line and wait for your turn. When it's your turn, the airline staff will ask for your passport and ticket or booking confirmation.
Right. They'll check your details on the computer and print your boarding pass. That's the small paper that tells you your seat number, gate, and boarding time.
You'll also need to give them your luggage, the big suitcase you want to send to the airplane. That's called checked baggage.
After they weigh your bag, they'll put a small sticker on it and send it away on the belt. Always make sure your bag isn't too heavy.
Yes, that's important. Most airlines allow around 20 to 23 kilograms for checked baggage. If your bag is too heavy, you might need to pay extra.
Once you finish checking in, keep your passport, boarding pass, and hand luggage with you. Then it's time to go through security.
Security is where you show your boarding pass again and go through the metal detector. You'll also have to put your bags, laptop, and jacket into trays to be scanned.
Don't worry if it feels a bit confusing. Just follow the signs and listen to the airport staff. They'll guide you if you're unsure.
One tip: avoid carrying liquids over 100 milliliters in your hand luggage. It's a common mistake.
That's true. Once you pass security, you'll usually see a big area with shops and cafes. That's called the departure area or duty-free zone.
I love that part. You can buy snacks, books, or souvenirs, or just relax before your flight. It's a good time to sit down, have a drink, and check your gate number again.
Yes, because sometimes gates change. It's always smart to look at the departure screens. They show the latest information about flights.
You know, Alex, I used to feel so stressed at airports. But once I learned to take things slowly and stay organized, everything became easier.
That's great advice. Traveling should be exciting, not scary. If you prepare well, arrive early, pack smart, and stay calm, you'll enjoy it much more.
And for our listeners learning English, this part of your journey is also a chance to practice. Listen to airport announcements, read the signs in English, or even talk to a staff member politely.
Yes, you can say things like, "Excuse me, where's the check-in counter? Can I have a window seat, please? What time does boarding start?"
Perfect examples. And every time you use English in a real situation like this, you become more confident.
So, to sum up today's lesson, checking in and going through security can be easy if you stay calm and organized.
And remember, English is everywhere, even in airports. Don't be afraid to use it.
That's all for today's episode of English 101.
In the next one, we'll talk about waiting at the gate, boarding the plane, and what to say during your flight.
So stay tuned and keep flying higher with English.
See you in the next episode.
And that brings us to the end of our journey, from arriving at the airport to taking off into the sky.
What a trip! We went through every step together, checking in, security, boarding, and even flying. It's amazing how much English you can learn just by imagining a real-life situation.
Exactly. Because learning English isn't only about grammar or vocabulary, it's about living through experiences in another language.
Yes. Every word becomes more meaningful when you feel it, when you're really there, standing at the gate, hearing the announcements, or saying, "Excuse me, where is my seat?"
That's what English 101 is all about, helping you live the language, not just study it.
And airports are the perfect symbol of learning. They're full of movement, new beginnings, and endless possibilities.
So, if you ever find yourself standing in an airport, take a deep breath. Look around. Listen to the voices, the sounds, the messages. You'll realize you already understand more English than you thought.
Because you've practiced, you've listened, and you've imagined it all here, with us.
We're so proud of how far you've come. Every episode you listen to is a small step toward fluency.
Keep believing in yourself. Learning English is a journey, and you're already on board.
Before we say goodbye, let's share a few final thoughts for our listeners. Be curious. Stay patient. Keep practicing, even for 5 minutes a day. And never forget to enjoy the process.
Exactly. Because the more you enjoy it, the faster you learn.
Thank you for flying with us on English 101.
We hope you've enjoyed this trip as much as we did.
Until next time, keep your mind open and your English growing.
Take care, stay motivated, and remember, every word you learn is another step toward the world.